Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another reaction breakdown to the 1975, one of my all-time favorite bands. They're like right up there with The Fray. The Fray is my all-time ever favorite band. The 1975 is hovering real close to me, and I'm a big fan of that music. I regret fully the last time they were in my state, they played at a very small venue. It was right after their 1975 album, so they're still kind of pretty much on the come up, man. And I regret seeing them at a venue called the Paramount here on Long Island. And it's like probably a 2,500 person venue. Oh, it would have been so sick, but I regret it so much. Alas, I'll have to make it a point next time they come to my neck of the woods to go see them live. But this is part of the band, new track from them. I actually knew that they were releasing new music, but I didn't know they were releasing it this soon until I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw Zane Lowe talking about the 1975 and him saying that they got a new song coming out. I was like, I didn't realize it was today, so that's sick. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is part of the band. As always, if you want to say what's up, you can send me a text, WhatsApp, or regular text message, depending on your location. If you want to check out my music, it would mean so much to me. Best way to support the channel. Let's see what we got. This is the 1975. Trending number 13 on YouTube. I feel like a vintage movie we're watching.
She was part of the Air Force, I was part of the band. I always used to burst into my hand. And my imagination.
Alright, let's talk about this. We're only 20 seconds in, 30 seconds in. Let's talk about this. Interesting, very interesting. Layered vocals. He has almost, I want to actually say, Bon Iver kind of vibe. Like the track Restacks or Regarding Stacks, however you pronounce it, kind of has like a Bon Iver kind of vibe. We have these cello strings kind of coming in, very stereo. You got some in the right ear, left ear, but nice layering of vocals. Let's rewind it a tiny bit.
Imagination.
And the kick.
I was living my best life, living my parents' way before the pain, penance, and verbal propellants. And my cancellation.
These layered vocals are super interesting. Kind of like avant-garde, kind of experimental kind of music.
Fell in love with a boy, it was kind of lame. I was Rambo and he was Paul Verlaine. And my imagination. So many cringes and heroin binges. I was coming off the hinges, living on the fringes of.
Oh, hey, it's interesting. Look at this. Look at the little box in there. That's like they're part of that logo. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Like, first of all, like the lyrics are very interesting to listen to, but it's very storytelling. Like he's reminiscent of a story, and like you're sitting down having a glass of whiskey, and he's just telling you his life story. It almost sounds reminiscent in the sense of like he's 70 years old telling his like grandchild the story. What I was gonna say is right before this section, it kind of to some degree has this very, I want to say, simple vibe to it. Like, it's not complex, but it is. Which that's the hard part about this kind of music, is like there's not a lot going on, but what is going on is a bit more complex, if that makes sense. Like, there's not a ton of instruments. There's some orchestral instruments and a kick going on pretty much. You know, you got a couple guitar swells here and there, but everything's just placed perfectly. It's really cool.
Oh yeah. Enough about me now. You gotta talk about the people, baby.
So that's kind of the idea.
Wow. Almost went into like a, I want to say Passenger, Mike Rosenberg from Passenger, the guy that sings, "You only need the light when it's burning low." Kind of that kind of vibe. Again, still kind of feeling a bit of the Bon Iver vibes, but very acoustic, so different.
I can't get the language right. Just tell me what something like.
Tight snare.
So some vaccinista toe bag.
See, this is the exact vibe I'm talking about. Like, he's like telling his life story to like kids or like younger people. Like, that's exactly the vibe it's giving. That's really interesting, actually.
Chic baristas sitting east on the communista keisters, writing about their ejaculations. I like my men like I like my coffee, full of soy milk and so sweet it won't offend anybody while staining the pages of the nation. Oh yeah.
Ooh, that's sin.
Settings in a Newport. Well, I take care of my kids, she said. West inside of the
Super interesting transition into this very different acoustic vibe. I'm curious how they film this in the sense of like, are they filming it on these vintage cameras? Or are they filming it on good cameras and they're just making it look vintage? They have such a distinct vibe to them. Stereo acoustics. I wish the snare was a little bigger though. I feel like it needs a bigger snare. Come on, sax solo, here we go. Acoustic sounds so good, man. Is that supposed to be them in the future?
just some postcode every skinny blow. Calling his ego imagination. I've not picked up that 1,400 days and 9 hours.
Huge layered vocals.
It's kind of my daily iteration.
Yeah, that's a big dog. Super interesting, totally different direction that they're going in. Very, very, very different from a lot of their other stuff. Very interesting, man. It's a totally different vibe. I'm curious to see what the album looks like. If it's going to be all kind of this like very chill kind of vibe. It's very different from what they used to. So, what I'm used to. But I'm curious. I'm super curious. It's definitely more like late night sipping whiskey kind of vibe than it is. You know, I love listening to their music on when I go for runs and stuff. So I'm definitely not gonna be listening to this when I go for a run, but like if I'm chilling, you know, hanging out with friends, it's it's that kind of vibe. But cool stuff, man. I'd love to know what you guys think. Massive fan of this band. Honestly, my top 3 artists that I'd love to work with one day. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much. Send me a text if you want to say what's up. Check out my music. God bless and peace out.